Hello friends and loved ones. It is Thursday afternoon, a couple days after my last video, and this is the other side of the road from where I was at and I was talking about. When you pull into the driveway, that's the first thing you see is that tobacco barn. And all these fields right here are part of this parcel. Matter of fact, you can't see it from here, but way over the horizon over there, there's about an equal amount of fields. It's all fields and what was timbered. So I'll show you what was timbered. All this over here, another tobacco barn, bunch of little tiny pine trees way over there, more tobacco barns. All that was timbered. See those big piles back there? About 60 acres worth. There's more tobacco barns. And the sun's in the way, but here's the original house. I think it's the original house. Actually, it's not the original house, because there's another one beyond it that's probably been abandoned for 60 or 70 years. But this house here, I think Roy lived in it, grew up in it, I think. I'm trying to get caught up on the history of this place. But I mean, this house has been condemned. They even took the power meter away. But you can see by looking at it how beautiful it used to be, if it wasn't for the sun. I'll move to a different angle in a minute. Here's a barn. And look, here's a barn. It's in pretty good shape, really. I looked in the, let's see if we can look inside the door. This is what we call a, one of those videos where you are exploring, exploring old ruins. That's what we got in here. That looks like a groundhog hole or a foxhole. One of the two. There's some, what we got in here? Some ladders. Not much. Fill license plate. This is Halifax County on it. Let's go ahead and let's not disturb the wildlife. It could be either a fox or a. I haven't seen any groundhogs. I did see a fox this morning as I was leaving the house. He was sleeping by the front porch. I jumped him up. All right, let's see here. Here's a door, obviously, to the barn. Don't know how to get in it. It is locked up. That's no big deal. Over there. Okay, let's look at the house. Check it out. See this? Now look, all over this county, you see houses just like this that have been abandoned. People die. Kids don't want it. They just let it sitting there. You know, and this tree broke. Two big, huge branches. So I don't have any hope that this house would ever be restored. I mean, I guess it could be, but honestly, it seems like it'd be easier just to demolish it and build something new. Someone made a little table here, or an altar. Just kidding. It's definitely a table. But you can just look at the little bushes and stuff. They still look manicured, nice and neat. It's like stepping back into, you know, the 1940s or 50s. I mean, this place is cool. And over here, someone someone planted these daisies a long time ago, probably. Because honestly, I don't think this house has been lived in probably since the 1960s. So it's been a while. So what's neat is these little flowers. They just keep coming back year after year. I don't know who planted them, but they're here. Check that out. Pretty good place for a garden, huh? But man, I tell you, just all the little structures of this property is just incredible. You know, this is a working farm for a long time. That's what this whole county looks like. I'm giving you a micro look into the whole county. Yeah, I'm telling you, if this land right here was for sale, it's not, but if it were, there's like, I think 140 acres on this parcel, roughly $2,500 an acre. You're looking at, do the math, like almost $400,000. And look what you could do with this place. It's like there's your imagination is the only thing that will limit you. I mean, somebody might think this is a great house to restore. I wouldn't. I love old houses, but It's one of those things that never ends as far as maintenance goes. I would just rather take pictures of it or paint it and then tear it down as a memorial to the past. Build something really grand, or even maybe not so grand, maybe just kind of like a cabin or something. Now I'm going to show you something else. If you look, this area right here used to be a lot of timber, and way over there in the background there's a little house. And I was curious about this house about 2 weeks ago, before the time changed, and I got there about the same time of the day, but it was getting dark, and I had to make my way through all that thicket stuff, and I finally got over there to it, and it's in really bad shape. It looks really cool from here, but it's in terrible shape. It hasn't been lived in, I bet you, in 80 years. But I don't think you can see it today, but since this land has been timbered, way back over that way is the mountain. You can see mountains on a clear day up in Lynchburg. Look at all the lumber. There's timber everywhere. I mean, this place is just beautiful. House needs to be painted, huh? So, and also, okay, just so you'll know, all that is the another boundary way over there. The lady who lives on the other side of the woods over there is my neighbor across the street, and she owns everything on the other side, but my family owns everything you can see right here. I met a man the other night who was at the street, actually across the street from where I'm at right now, and nice guy, and he inquired about some of this lumber, or I'm sorry, some of this old timbered wood just piled up. I said, hey man, if he wants firewood, take firewood. Look at this, there's tons of it. It's just gonna sit here and rot. So he was happy, and I'm happy. So this is a little view of the house around the other side. I can't get in, it's locked. I'd love to go in this place. If I can find a way in, I don't want to break something to get in. This disrespectful and wrong. So, but I'll let you check the house out. There's some modern stuff. There's an air conditioning unit. I really have no idea how long ago someone lived here, but it's obviously been decades. You can see up there. As crazy as there's some rot on this house, obviously, but it looks like it's solid. I mean, the center block's right there, but it looks like a solidly built house. I mean, obviously it is to be standing after this many years. Oh my, I gotta get inside this house. There's bottles in the kitchen window. This place is full of ghosts. There's a well, and there's an old antenna. So there's a lot of stuff that's gonna wrap me out. So anyway, I just wanted to come explore this place again. If I can find a way inside, I'll make another video. Maybe I won't talk, I'll just walk around and hold the camera, because I talk too much. But from what I understand, all this fields, they have rented it out to a farmer, so it gets used. They're just not growing tobacco anymore, so no big deal. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off and check this place out some more.